Hey guys, I'm here at Chelsea Proving Grounds where FCA, or in this case Ram, does a lot of their testing, and we've got two new trucks that I think you guys are going to be excited to hear about because they haven't been around for a while and they're back for 2020. And Tommy, why don't you show them the badge so you can talk about what this is. Yep, if you can see there, it says 1500 EcoDiesel, and under the hood is the 3-liter EcoDiesel. And this truck, until it went away, for a long time had the distinction of having the best fuel economy numbers in any full-size truck you could buy. But the one that I'm super excited about isn't necessarily this limited, but it's that one. So come on with me. Yep, this is the Ram Rebel EcoDiesel, and there's some very unique things about this truck which I'll go over and I'll show you before the end of this video. But let's start with the different power choices that are under the hood. The Ram Rebel now comes in the Pentastar, the Hemi, and of course this new 3-liter EcoDiesel. If you're looking to tow and you're looking to go off-road, this might be the truck for you, because not as configured, but if you configure it in the 2-wheel drive with the right cab configuration, it will tow up to 12,560 pounds, and that is a lot of towing capacity for an off-road truck.
My name is Mauro Puglia.
Okay, Mauro.
I'm diesel engine chief engineer at FCA North America.
And so I take it you're Italian.
Yeah, good assumption. Yeah, I'm Italian, right.
And this is originally a European engine, is that right?
Yeah, it is produced in Italy.
And where did it come from? Where was can you kind of walk me through the history of the engine?
Well, the engine was the first time assembled in FCA products on the Grand Cherokee application, and also on NLX, so the 300 application, and later was implemented in the DS, so the Ram 1500, which is currently in production on the Grand Cherokee diesel. And now we are ready to launch the new version, so the new generation 3, which implements many upgrades from the previous engine.
Yeah, so let's talk about this engine specifically versus the old EcoDiesel. How has it been changed over the years?
Well, first of all, I will mention the numbers. So this engine delivers 480 pound-per-feet, which is a very huge number, much more than the previous engine and much more than every other engine the same displacement. The power has also been increased to 260 from the 240 current power. I would say that everything has been improved, and this was the main challenge. So we aim to improve fuel economy. We have to improve the power, as you said, the torque, because this is a Ram engine. It must be a Ram engine, so the torque must be really the best in class, and this is what we achieved. So the best challenge was to find a good compromise among all these different functions, which are often contradicting one each other, because higher performance and higher fuel economy, you can imagine, it's not very easy. Yeah, they fight each other. So I think our engineers made really a great job because they could achieve all these tasks.
Now, Ram certainly likes to have the ability to give you the truck that you want your way, so there are a lot of different configurations now in the Ram Rebel. And if you recall, for a while there was a truck called the Ram Rebel 12. Now you can get that big 12-inch screen pretty much in any Rebel. And if you look there, you can even get it in the EcoDiesel. And why did you go with a V configuration versus a straight configuration? Because the Cummins, of course, that you have in the heavy duty is a straight 6, but this is a V6.
Well, the main reason that the V configuration, the architecture, is much more compact and shorter. So it allows us to install the same engine in many different engine compartments, whereas the inline 6 it's longer. So it's a little limiting the possibility.
So is it packaging?
Yeah, it's packaging. Mainly packaging.
Did you go with a belt or a chain for the timing?
We are still with the chain drive, as the previous, the Gen 2 engine. The chain drive gives you some advantage in terms of durability, so we don't need to change. It's forever, it's for life.
Of course, what makes this truck unique, besides the fact that we have one at the office, is that it comes off-road ready from the factory. So it's not quite a Raptor fighter. It doesn't have the wide body kit, the long arm suspension, but it does come with Wrangler Goodyear all-terrain tires. Of course, it has a much more aggressive stance. There's a little bit of a lift, so you get a little bit more off-road worthiness in terms of road height. And kind of the coolest thing that this truck has, remember I promised to show you two cool things, is first and foremost, when you think of a diesel, do you really think of dual exhaust pipes? But look, 1, 2, yep, that's right. Yep, just like the Hemi, this has dual exhaust pipes. And if you've been watching TFL Truck for a while, you know about this. Yep, it's a regular tailgate, but it's more. And that is because this is the new kind of split tailgate that allows you to open it not just the traditional way, but also by pushing this button like a barn door. Check this out. And this is of course handy. Let's say you're trying to load some pallets and you need to get the forklift in here. You can actually get it all the way to the back of the bed. It's also handy if you've got something way back here, you can reach for it. And we've gotten some emails from people asking us if this is something you can get in the aftermarket, and unfortunately it isn't. It's something that is only at this point available from Ram. Of course, GM has a very similar configuration to their multi-pro tailgate, but this is Ram's version of it, and it's kind of the newest and coolest thing right now in truck technology. So if you like newest and greatest, here you've got a truck that not only gets good fuel economy, has pretty badass dual exhaust, is off-road capable, but has the cool tailgate. You know, I couldn't help but notice that you actually kept the dual exhaust that you get with the Hemi. Was that on purpose? It looks really cool to have those two exhausts coming out, because usually diesels are kind of, you know, they're not quite so prominent. Why was that done?
Well, this is mainly for aesthetic reasons.
So it looks
it's
good?
not functional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Right.
How does it sound? We'll have to wait, probably.
Well, the sound. One
diesel.
of the target that we received. I mean, for our we're committed to improve also the noise, the engine noise. For this reason, we implemented some changes to the piston. For example, we implemented the piston, also called piston pin offset, which basically reduce the forces against the liner during the engine operation, and also some other features, acoustic features to the old pan, and just to mention the most important ones. So for sure, we aim to design a quieter engine, no doubt.
And yeah, if you're wondering about when it's available, fourth quarter of this year, so you've got not too long to wait. We're going to be driving it in about a month, so if you want a full driving review, stay tuned for that. Fuel economy numbers have not yet been released, so we don't know that, and pricing has not yet been released, so you'll have to wait for that. So we know it's available fourth quarter, but we don't know what kind of MPG it gets or how much it will cost. And of course, no discussion of this engine would be complete without asking about emissions, right? So how have you cleaned it up? How do people know out there that this is a clean engine?
Well, the engine has to be, of course, follow all the certification process. So we implemented many changes that further improved this capability to meet current emissions, and especially further emission upgrades. For example, we implemented the low pressure EGR technology in addition to the existing high pressure EGR. We've also optimized the combustion system, the injectors, for example, the combustion chamber has a lower compression ratio and a different shape. And together with the engine, we also work on the after treatment to further optimize the efficiency, the conversion efficiency.
So I take it this uses DEF fluid?
Yeah, correct.
To clean it up?
Yeah.
And when this engine goes into regen, right, when it burns,
correct.
Yeah, does the driver know? Is that part of, does the engine let them know, or just does it do it in the background and the operator doesn't know when it's regenning?
No, normally, I mean, with these modern engines, normally do not recognize what the engine and the after treatment is doing.
So it's just all transparent?
Oh yes,
okay.
I would say.
How long will this engine last?
The truck life.
Yeah? Oh, that's an easy answer. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below and we will try to answer them. And once again, thanks for watching TFL Truck, and remember, check out TFLtruck.com for more news, views, and what, Tommy?
Real world reviews.
Yep, the latest Ram EcoDiesel reviews.